We're now going to do some seated leg exercises. So, again, sitting tall in your chair, feet are hip width apart. We're going to start with the calf muscles. 2 at a time, or if you'd rather, you can alternate from left to right. So, toes facing forward, tall in the chair. We're going to raise our heels up so we come up onto our toes and slowly returning the heels back to the floor. Good. So, only bring the heels up as far as you feel comfortable. But we want to bring them up high enough that we start to feel the calf muscles engaging. So the calf muscles now located at the lower back part of the legs, working as we bring the heels up. Now as you come up onto your toes, try to think about the weight going through the big toe and the second toe. Now it doesn't make that much difference when we're sat down, but if we think about when we're standing and maybe we're in the kitchen and we've got to put the shopping away, we've just got to come up onto our toes. We're going to raise through the big toe and the second toe. There are strong, stable toes. Good. A few more like this. Up onto the toes and slowly back down. Good. One more. Perfect. We're now going to do the opposite movement. So we're going to raise the toes up so that we come up onto our heels. Nice and slowly, and you may need to adjust your feet slightly by moving them forward. We're going to come up onto the heels, bring the toes up and slowly back down. Okay, a few more like this. Now what you're going to find is we don't get quite as much movement as when we were coming up onto our toes. But don't worry about that. We're just starting to feel a bit of a stretch through the front part of the ankle. Good. Up onto the heels and slowly back down. And again. Perfect. Nice stretch through the ankle. So really important to maintain our ankle mobility because it'll help us when we're moving around. It's also going to help us when we're getting in and out of our chair. One more like this, toes up. Perfect. We're going to go back to our toes, but this time we're going to raise up onto our toes. We're going to hold this position and we're going to take 4 little steps out in front of us. And then we do 4 little steps back to the start position where we replace the heels to the floor. Take a second and we'll do it again. Up onto the toes, 4 little steps out, 4 little steps back to the start position. Bring the heels down, recover for a second, and here we go again. Good. 4 steps out, 4 steps back to the start position. Excellent. Recover for a second, once more, up onto the toes, 4 little steps out, 4 little steps back to the start position. Good. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to be on our heels. So sit tall, adjust the feet slightly out in front of you, toes come up, staying on the heels, 4 small steps out, 4 small steps back to the start position where we bring the toes back to the floor, take a second to recover, and we go again. Toes up. Good. 4 steps out, 4 steps back. Excellent. Toes back to the floor, take a second. We're going to do it once more. Toes up, on the heels, 4 steps out. Good. 4 steps back to the start position. You got it. Okay. We're going to go to the top part of the leg now. Those big muscles, the quadriceps. We're going to start with our leg extension. Sit tall, nice strong tummy muscles, alternating from left to right. We're going to bring 1 foot up out in front of us and slowly back to the start position. And then we'll do the same on the opposite side. So just taking your time now, continue to alternate from left to right. And we're starting to get a bit of work through those quadricep muscles. Now, although it's your legs that are moving, think about the tummy muscles working. With the tummy muscles in nice and strong, that's supporting us and that's keeping us sitting tall in the chair. Keep breathing in and out, alternating from left to right, bringing the foot up as high as you feel comfortable. Good. So by strengthening now through these quadriceps, it's going to help that muscle that supports our knee. So this is really important for helping to strengthen around the knee. A few more. Good. Final one, sitting tall, breathing, returning to the start position. Excellent. Bring the feet back to hip width apart. We're going to go to flexion now and we're going to start to target the hamstring muscles, okay? These are the muscles located at the top back part of the leg. Now be careful because the chair you're sitting in may have a bit of a bar along the bottom, so it might be a little bit tricky. Sit tall in the chair, looking straight ahead of you and again alternating from left to right. We're just going to bring the foot underneath us, slide it along the floor, and then just bring the heel up towards the bum and slowly back to the start position. Good. Let's do the same on the other side. We slide the ball of the foot along the floor as the heel comes up. We raise it up toward the bum and slowly back to the start position. Excellent. Continue to alternate now in your own time, only moving as far as you feel comfortable. And remember, if there is that bar on the chair, maybe you don't go back quite as far, but that's not important. Just bring the heel back just a little bit, and we're going to start to work through the hamstring muscle. Good. Breathing in and out. A few more. Good. Let's do one more on each leg. And back to the start position. Final one. Perfect. That's our seated leg exercises.